Wednesday morning. I think it's Wednesday morning, and we got a delivery in this morning. 6 gaylords of brand new toys. They look really good so far. I started peeling off DC Multiverse stuff out of the very first gaylord. Alfred, you've got the Jim Carrey Riddler, and this Batman, I think this is a Chase Batman. I'm not sure, but this is really cool. Now the whatnot packaging went really smooth this morning. We had 140 orders, got those done, got them boxed up and out the door. I guess not out the door, right? Boxed up and ready to go for the postman. And there it is, the whatnot packages from yesterday. But I feel like this is going to be a super good buy. There's some really cool stuff in here already that I'm seeing. Lego, dinosaurs, kind of the usual suspects, right? TMNT things. And I think what I'm going to do, what the plan is, I'm going to start pulling out things from this palette, this gaylord right here. Get it done, get it out of the way, kind of see what's going on here. And do I have my knife? I do not. I think the big thing is we need to get through these gaylords really quick. We need to finish out those. That's why I left this all open right here. Need to get that done because we have 2 deliveries next week, right? 2 really good deliveries coming next week. So it is going to be important to really focus in. And I keep hearing something going off in one of these gaylords. Beyblade tubs. We sell these for $4.99 a piece in the toy store. These are basically just for the Beyblade stuff. And I really want to get through this tub right here, this gaylord. TMNT, I'm seeing some dinosaurs. What do we got here? Masters of the Universe. Some of these crazy slimy buckets. I see Lego down there. So I think the first thing I'm going to do, okay, so I want to avoid one thing this time. Tossing from gaylord to gaylord to gaylord. I don't want to do that this time. I did it a lot last load where I would finish a tub and the leftovers I would put in another gaylord. I keep saying tub, but I don't want to do that this time. I want to finish what is in here and price what needs to be priced at the toy store, organize what needs to be organized, shelve what needs to be shelved. I think we kind of get the idea. It makes for a lot more work when I'm touching the toy multiple times. So today we really want to avoid that. And I think I'm going to utilize this table space, empty this out, and we will see where we are at. See where we are at here. I don't see a lot of scuff stuff right off the bat, which is always a good sign. This first gaylord is going really quick. I'm trying something a little bit different this time around, and we'll talk about that as we're looking at some of the items here. This is, you've got some Disney Cars stuff, a little bit of Lego, Bluey, TMNT, and these are the whatnot tubs for today's auction. I'm just throwing the items that I know weigh between 1 and 2 pounds in those. You've got Paw Patrol, you've got Little People. I'm seeing like these cat dozers, excavator situations here, and this is what's left. So what am I doing different? If it goes into the toy store, if it's a bigger item, I'm taking it right in here and I'm pricing it. And if there's shelf space or wherever I can cram it in, I'm cramming it in. I'm not messing around and setting it to the side. I am putting things behind other toys, burying it, just getting it out onto the shelves, like all these dinosaurs here. This isn't really where we put the dinosaurs, but I said, hey, just get it on the shelf. And that's what we're going to do. We'll have to utilize any shelving we have down here, up here behind the toys, because it's better to have it out here and priced than try to scramble and price it the day of. I feel like that's a really high price on those ice cream trucks. I came over to double check a price, right? These Bluey ice cream truck play sets, that seems really high. We've got them at like 29 bucks. And I just feel like that's not right. I don't know if we used a third party vendor Accidentally came across one of the apps when we were pricing, but I'm gonna take a look at that. So the first gaylord's going really quick. Okay, the toy shop opens in about an hour and a half. The Whatnot show kicks off in 3.5 hours, and I should have plenty of time to get through probably 2 of these, maybe 3. Really, it's going really quick, which is good. 0 scuff stuff so far. The only thing I found scuff was a puzzle. Hope I didn't jinx myself, but I'm gonna get back at it, keep cranking along here. We got the first gaylord done. It went really quick. I priced a bunch of stuff for the toy store. We're digging into the second gaylord, but I had this box show up. I wanna say, this is from NECA maybe? Okay, NECA. Very cool stuff already. And my brother loves getting these. This is a horror blind box and they are pretty cool. Oh, and I heard something break already. Candyman. They ship these and they just throw them in here. This is really unfortunate. This was the Wolfman. Came off the bubble. Chucky. This is really cool. Chucky gets lucky. This is going to be a 2-pack, I bet. Yes, very nice. What else do we have? Halloween 2. We've seen this one a bunch of times. You've got Creep Show. NECA figs are so cool. Creep Show. I see The Conjuring 2. I see, what is this? Yep. It, Misfits, and Aliens. And unfortunately, that Wolfman came off the card, and he is one of the cooler pieces in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 figs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 figures, and one of them's damaged. We'll reach out to NECA and see if they do anything, but normally they won't. So there it is. The toy store is getting ready to open, so I've got to quit messing around and get my other things done. I kind of forgot where we left off. I think it was yesterday. We were sorting through toys over here in Toy Store 2.0. Today we are kind of doing the same thing. This morning we came in right away. We got all of the Whatnot packages done. There they are over there waiting on the post office. And then we went ahead and started into the 6 pallets we just got yesterday. We've already gotten through 4 of them in terms of sorting, stocking the toy store, putting things in the Whatnot tubs. And this is what we will have left for tomorrow. It helped tremendously keeping the shippers over. They said, hey, if you want help, extra help doing anything, let us know. And we had a bunch of people doing this. It really sped it up. And I think we're going to do the same thing tomorrow because we have, like I said, 12 more gaylords on the way. Super heavy Lego on the next couple deliveries. But there were a ton of these faction drones in this buy. And it's almost like I've got stock in the faction drone company. Somebody said that this morning. I thought it was pretty funny. So I'm going to finish this up because we've got a couple hours to go until we kick off today's show. And as we can see, I'm kind of sorting things, getting my wall that is kind of displayed behind us ready for the show. We've got some NECA we're going to throw up there. Should be a pretty good time. And I almost think this is here. So I just think this C-3PO set, it got broke open, but I think it's here. I think they just taped the box back up. Some really good Lego this time around. Here's some of it. I'm not gonna get too much into the Lego. Some Technic. We've got a bunch of those space sets. Maybe we should put those on kind of a Black Friday clearance deal. And yeah, the box system definitely starting to pay off. Everybody's kind of getting it. It took an hour to do over 100 packages today. They were flying. Granted, we ran a lot of smaller stuff yesterday, so the boxes were really easy to do. But 100 packages in an hour, that's pretty good. It really is. They're starting to do very well. People are memorizing the box sizes. We brought on an extra body to kind of help out. And I'm kind of peeking in to see what we got going here. So if I can finish up picking stuff out for today, that's what I'm gonna do. Myra should be in about 45 minutes. She's gonna work today. And I forgot she had mentioned that a long time ago. She's gonna work today, I believe Saturday and Sunday. So I've got the weekend covered. We're gonna be doing plenty of stuff this weekend. Should be pretty busy in the toy store. And I wanna get into this. I might scoop this first before I go over here. But let's get some of this cleared out, see where we're at. NECA blind bags, really cool. We've got a bunch of these in the shop. I have been stocking the shop as we're going here. NECA figs, you've got Halloween, the Curse of Michael Myers, Friday the 13th. What's that on top there? That's a TMNT, some Carolines. We're gonna run those today. I'm sorry, not Caroline, Coraline. Why do I always say that? Coraline dolls today. And then we've got a tub, Paw Patrol, dinosaurs. I'm seeing some Mr. Beast Lab stuff down there. So a pretty busy plate today. And we really need to get this cleaned up. If we can get this out of here, this thing of boxes, and get them shelved, it's gonna open so much more stuff up. And I'm gonna talk to my brother. If he comes in early today, I'm gonna see if he wants to do that. I wish I could kind of get him to come in here full time, but I get it. He can't just quit his job. And we're gonna go check out the toy store. I'll show everybody what I've been doing with the overstock of the overstock. So we've got a couple items where we have a bunch of, and I tell you what, the toy store looks the best it has ever looked. We have this thing jammed full of toys. We are going to keep doing that too. So here's kind of what I've been doing with the overstock of the overstock. We had some empty shelf space, or we had what I would call shelf filler down here on the bottom. And I've been taking the items that we kind of have a bunch of and just lining the bottom shelves here. And I've got plenty of room to do that all over. See, this stuff right here is what I consider shelf filler. There's nothing behind it. It's just taking up space. And at one time, before we were kind of doing Whatnot, yes, the toy store was full, it was looking good. But Whatnot allows you to cycle so much inventory that you can get rid of the shelf filler. You can only have the premium stuff out here, kind of the good stuff, right? The bigger items, the things that don't ship very well. And I know that's a very rambly deal, but this is a mess again. So we've got plenty of stuff to do. And there's some Lego down there. Lego Technic. Got some Minecraft. Ooh, Minecraft movie stuff. Dinosaurs, always a plus. This looks like a really good gaylord here. And I tell you one thing, not a lot of scuff. Super important when we're going through these loads. Not a bunch of scuff. And I'm gonna box up these drones right here. Sorry, my camera probably went a little bit wild. I'm gonna box up these drones just because we have so many of them. I think boxing them up will be the best option. I really do. And we had Jordan, she was kind of cutting off the tags for me on this stuff today, which really helps. It makes it look a lot better when we go to run our auctions, and these are in the auctions. You don't have those big battery tags on there. Definitely helps. But I'm gonna get some of this done, and then we will check back in. I really don't have to have these tables completely cleared off today. I just need this table out of the way. Basically what it boils down to. If that table's out of the way, we'll be doing a lot better. Why is this chair like right here? We have found that you can sell a lot of plush on Whatnot, so we like to bag our plush while we're doing it here. And of course I take this stuff over to the toy store as well. It's not like we just put it on Whatnot and leave it. If it's going on Whatnot, it could be extra. It could be something that'll sit around the toy store. After you've been doing this for a while, you kind of get a feel for what's going to make a really good toy store item and what's going to take a while to move. And of course, we kind of touched on this last video. Not a big population here in Washington compared to everywhere else. And I hate to see an item sit around for several months when I could have sold it a bunch of times over. And I've got a whole tub of plush we're going to work on. Get this kind of out of the way. And then we should be able to finish what we're doing and kind of, I don't want to use the word relax, but print out our tags, put our listings for the show up, and get ready to roll. It's Friday, we're jumping back into it. Toy Store 2.0 is looking a little bit better, right? We already ran through those 6 gaylords of toys that we just got in. Was that Monday? Maybe Tuesday? So this is what's left. We've been stocking the store, got it full. We're taking up a lot of shelf space in there, trying to have as much inventory out as we possibly can. We've ran 3 Whatnot shows with this load. We're going to be able to run a 4th. And then speaking of Whatnot, here are today's Whatnot packages that need to go out. So we will just be waiting on the post office. I think 130 packages, 400 toys sold, something like that. But yeah, it's getting busy. It's been busy. And my big goal today is to price whatever needs to go to the shop and get it to the shop, and then do some sorting. I'm seeing a lot of baby toys. And what's really cool, you've got all these Link Squad deals. You can almost get them all going at the same time. Sometimes. I don't remember how you do it. But these should all dance. I think they should all go off. I guess it's not going to do it now. But they link up. That's their whole thing. They link up. It's not going to do it now. So what do we got here? Just a lot of bigger stuff, really. We peeled off most of the small things, easier to ship. And I've got pricing on most of this already done. 15 bucks on these Black & Decker deals. 12 bucks on the Fisher Price stuff. You've got some Gigglescape barber sets. Those will be $12.99, $13.99, something like that. But Christmas is definitely in the air, people. It is going to be a lot of fun. Aw, somebody really stole the figs out of this. Bummer. But back there, I'm going to finish that up too. I know I talked about doing that yesterday, but I just didn't get it finished. And I really want to get it done so I can get these tables out of here. But I'm going to start in this area. Should be easy to price. And again, lots of space in the toy store on the bottom shelves. I really didn't notice how much space we had until I started looking around. So we weren't quite as full over there as I thought. But here are some of the items we're going to be running today on Whatnot. Should be a lot of fun. And I'm going to get at it. We got about 4 hours. 4 hours to pull all this together. All right. Saturday afternoon at the toy store. And we've gotten a lot done today. We had the boxes from the Whatnot show. So you've got about 130 packages from yesterday. We got those all done. And then we've been cleaning out Toy Store 2.0, right? I've got 6 pallets, 6 gaylords coming Monday morning. So we laid out some stuff. We are pricing. We are making up kind of the flat rate boxes for Whatnot, which will be this type of deal there. And we are continuing with kind of making this the box area, right? So a little bit of everything going on here. And I was going to run a show today, but my throat is really sore. So I'm trying not to do a whole bunch of talking. The toy store has been absolutely smoked. We have been busy, very busy over there. So we've been restocking shelves all day long. And that's something we're going to continue to do throughout the day. So the big goal of the day is to get this last kind of gaylord of stuff out of here and get a lot of this priced for the toy store. So that's what I'm working on, and it's going kind of slow. I mean, I'm getting sidetracked on other projects. When you've got this many toys laying around, it tends to happen, right? And I'm gonna have to find a better spot for this. We want to open this all the way up. So it helps. It definitely helps having all the boxes like this. And that's what we're kind of working on right now. I'm seeing a bunch of vehicles come into the toy store. Oh, there's somebody over there. Over there. I guess not a bunch, but Myra's over there. She's got it. And I am pricing out drones right now, actually. But anyway, that's what we're doing. And we will kind of see how it goes here. The shippers are definitely getting really good. 130 packages took them about an hour and 15 minutes. Now, Jesse and I, we stayed yesterday and did the big ones, but they still moved really quick. And that's good. Everybody's kind of catching their groove. We're figuring out a good system. And part of that system is having the boxes right here where you... I see the sun is starting to go down, which means we are getting into the afternoon here. And the toy store has been absolutely slammed. And the big seller today, Lego, of course, and dolls. We've sold a ton of dolls, like the Baby Alive dolls, the FAO Schwartz dolls, these kind of dolls that are laying right here, open box. Haven't sold any of those, but I think we kind of get the idea. And this is the last of this gaylord. And I think this must have been one that we just kind of tossed everything in, kind of the leftovers. And now I am definitely paying for my sins here. I got to get through it. And we have been stocking the toy store pretty much nonstop, which is a good thing. I get it done today, and then I don't have to focus so much on it tomorrow morning. I can work more on topping up what we didn't get stocked already, and then finishing all this stuff up. So that way, Monday morning, we can just box tomorrow's show and then go through the gaylords that come in. All right, so basically get this all done. And my throat's really sore, so I'm not going to talk too long here. We're going to kind of wrap it up. But the busy season it's coming. The toy store is ramped up significantly in the last week. So there's that. I'm going to call it a video. I'm kind of exhausted. I've been out here since about 6 this morning. So I'm going to finish what I'm doing here, and I hope everybody's having a good weekend. Until next time, I will see you later. Peace.